So welcome back. Today is day 14 of this full stack events application. Today we are going to look at our database. We are going to create our database here, and because we are using MongoDB, we are going to create our account in this MongoDB here website. And because also you can use it MongoDB in your local machine, you can come here and type install MongoDB, install MongoDB locally, something of the sort, and you can click here if you are using Windows or you are using Linux, and also if you are using Mac OS. So you can come here and read this documentation in MongoDB website here and be able to install it in your local machine. But right now, because I don't want us to install it locally, I want us to use the easiest way and the way that I see most people doing. We'll come here in our website here, in the website for MongoDB, and also we'll be able to create our account and also log in using our account to be able to create our MongoDB database, because it is free. There is a free tier for it, so that we'll be able to start interacting with our database. So without much ado, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe and also like this video so that it may reach other people. So in our project here, we are going to use MongoDB, and MongoDB is one of the databases that use document structure. That is, it is not a relational database, and the other database that is almost like MongoDB is Firebase, although Firebase is an entire backend, but it database is using document like structure of the data. So here, because we started in creating our API here, our API will help us to interact with our database, and that's why we are going to create our database here and also start connecting to our API so that we can also be able to fetch the data using our API and also interacting with our the database using API. So right now, if you haven't created your account, if you don't have account with MongoDB, you can click here in the sign up, and also you can click here in sign up with Google, and also you can connect with your GitHub account here. So what we'll do, already I have account, so this is my account here, my email here that I'm using to just log in using my email. So I'll just also click next here so that I'll be able to enter my password, and you can see already my password is saved here. So I'll just click login, and after some times we should be able to log in into our account so that we'll be able to create our database. And you can see it's taking a little bit of time, and this is because I think my internet is a bit slow, but let us wait. Let me close this tab here, and after a while we should see this interface here, or this dashboard here. You see, like MongoDB has a very good interface and dashboard. In this case here, you can see we have this one here. So the other thing is that to create a new database, what we'll do is that we'll create a new project. You can see here I have already have several databases here and a project here, so we can create here new project here, and our project here we'll call it events. So let it load there, and after it loads, we'll be able to also start seeing what we'll be able to start creating our project here. So I'll call my project here events. So let me click next here, and I want to turn off the notification. I want to close my database here, my Telegram here, so that it won't give us those notifications. So quit. So now the other thing is that if you come here, you will be able to see that already you can see here we have like our database selected, our account selected here. This is my email. So you will create here a project, continue creating the project, and after a while now you can see we are proceeding to another page. So this is a very good working of this website and their system. So here we have already created our project, but you see, when you create the project here, we need also to create a database, because inside the project, that's where you create your database. So I'll create build database here. So after here, you can see we have like this free tier here, and you can see what you can get with the free tier. For example, here you can see for production application with sophisticated workloads requirement, you'll get, this is not free. This one is will charge you 0.8 0.08 per hour, like dollars is 0.08 per hour, and you can see what you'll get here. But now, because we can scale afterwards, we can start here with this free tier here, and you can see this storage is it's a big storage. So before we get into this storage of 512 MB, it will take us a lot of time. The other thing is that also you can come here and select your provider. For example, here we can use AWS for our provider, and also we can use Google Cloud or Azure here for Microsoft. So I'll just select AWS, and also we can select our region. We'll stay with Virginia here, and then the other thing is that we can say create, just like that. And when we create here, we'll be able to see this capture here. So this is traffic lights. You can come here, and then let's see the traffic lights. So let me start, and maybe let me reload, because I wasn't able to solve the capture. So after it has reloaded, we'll be able to see now how we can proceed. So right now, let's see, and here already we can see it is taking a lot of time. So let's see, yeah. So come here and then click this free one here, and then create. So after a while now, you'll see like you need to recapture this or solve this recapture. So these are the, like, we are told to select the motorcycles here. So after this one here, I think that will solve that. So after a while here, you can see we are on this page here. So in this page here, I want us to also select that we can, in order for us to authenticate and then connect to a database, we'll be using a username here and password. So here we'll be able to also create a user. This one here, you can see the password and then the account. So after that, now you can see the username and the password that we'll be able to use. So I'll just say create the user, just like that. And then the other thing is that now we'll be able to finish and close. So just like that. And actually, before that, I can come here, and because I don't want to restrict any IP address, we can do this when we go to production. So I'll just say my this IP address here, and then /0. This means that you can access from any region and can be accessed from anywhere. And I'm doing this because we are on development stage. If we are in production, we can be able to also give like the specific IP address that we want our database to be accessed from. So here I don't want to give any description here, or I can say my IP here. And again, now after that, I can be able to actually come here and maybe say add entry, something like that. And also after that, I can also add like this one here. I'm hoping that you are understanding. So here, like that, and then let me finish and close again, something of the sort. So click here, go to databases, and after sometimes here you will be able to see here in my databases here. So this is the database that we have created. So these events here, it has a cluster 0 here. This is our database, and here we'll be able to see connections when we connect and start firing the data or storing the data into our database. We'll be able to see it uh, correctly or in a good way. So here also will be, you can be able to view the monitoring, you can be able to monitor, you can click these three dots here and edit configurations and do other things. But also here we can see connect, and this is where we'll be able to connect with our application. So when you click connect here, you can connect through various things. Like here you can see we have drivers, we have a compass here, we have shell, Mongo for VS Code, that is Mongo for editor or VS Code editor. Can see Atlas SQL, but right now I want to use here, I want to use these drivers here. So because here you can see access your Atlas data using MongoDB, native drivers and Node.js and everything. So you can click here and you can see, you can be able to see like these ones, this here, this is the URL here, and we'll be using this URL here to connect to our database. So that's all that I wanted to show you here. So the other thing that we'll be able to do now is to connect and start saving our data to our database. So let's stop here. If you haven't like this video and also subscribe so that we'll be notified the next time that I'll be uploading this video.